I think that Ritchie Valens shouldn't have died at age 17. I also think that the Winter Dance Party tour of 1959 would have started around November of 1958 and ended in January 1959 instead of January through February of 1959. I also think that instead of Roger Peterson, a pilot who flew Buddy Holly, Ritchie, and the Big Bopper, they would have had a more professional pilot to fly the plane in those weather conditions. One thing that saddens me, though, is that Ritchie Valens never got to see the release of any of his studio albums while he was alive. Buddy Holly had 2 studio albums, and one with the Crickets while he was alive. Even the Big Bopper had his only studio album out while he was alive, but only in the UK. And Dion from Dion and the Bellments never boarded that plane in the first place. And take this into consideration, Dion is still performing today. And originally, Waylon Jennings was supposed to be on that plane along with Tommy Osip, but Waylon gave up his seat to the Big Bopper, and Tommy, he lost the coin flip to Ritchie Valens. So I strongly believe that Ritchie, Buddy, and the Big Bopper would have toured the Winter Dance Party from November 1958 to January 1959, and that they would have had a more professional pilot. And had they finished their tour, I think Ritchie would have toured later in 1959 through the 60s with Bob Dylan, Marty Robbins, Elvis, and would have released probably 8 to 9 studio albums and many live albums, of course, if he still did tours in the 60s and 70s. And that is what I think would happen if Ritchie Valens didn't die so young at the age of 17.